lens. Opinions of three friends looking through the lens. Sometimes they don't make sense. Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of Through the Lens. Today we are reviewing another episode of the book of Boba Fett, episode 3.
Yo.
Titled Chapter 3, The Streets of Mos Espa. Directed...
We're in the streets today.
Well, I forgot. It is Zephyros who is hosting right now, and on my left is Mr. SLZ.
I am not Zephyros. Hello.
Let me go back. Directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez.
And Jean Favreau. Oui. George Lucas, based on the Star Wars thingy by Mr. Lucas.
George Lucas.
And Noah Claw as a secondary writer. This episode stars your people with some other people. Let's get to it. Episode 3. What did you think about this one?
I think like if I plotted like the episodes on like a line, like starts here, goes up here, and then it starts to go like here. So it's middle's a bit gets so like starts peaks our interest, goes a bit for the third episode, maybe might continue like that for a bit. I think towards the end of the series, like huge climax. But yeah, I guess I don't know if they're gonna go like back forth, that kind of deal. But it feels like it's not as good as the second episode, I would say. But I feel like that's for good reason, though.
Yeah, this episode wasn't as bombastic as the last one, but I still think it does a pretty good job telling the story. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's cute.
New stuff happening on this one. Let's talk about the acting then.
Well, I wouldn't say there was anything bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. All right. Ready?
Yeah. You can take this one.
We get some new things revealed in the plot that we might have to talk about in the spoiler zone. But
yes, okay.
I'd say overall in this one, Boba does as he says in that he starts to rule in his own way in Tatooine. Or what's the city called?
Mos Espa.
Yes, Mos Espa. He's showing his colors in how he rules.
Ooh.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we get a bit of that, and then we also have going back to the flashbacks. We have a bit of that. Wait, did we get more flashbacks? I think we did. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. A little less than the previous episodes.
Yeah. So post Boba being initiated into the tribe. See what he does. I thought this episode was done all right, story-wise and pacing-wise. As we said before, it's not as bombastic as the last one, but it serves the plot pretty well in the present timeline of the Boba story.
Yeah.
All right, next up, cinematography. Design.
I think it was pretty good.
We had a fight scene.
Yes,
You
we
remember
did.
that?
Yes.
It was all right there. I think. Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's about it for notable stuff. Editing and
I would agree with that.
visuals. Then this one we see a bunch of new stuff. Kind of.
There is a big beast that we will have to talk about.
Yep.
And spoilers, huh? But yeah, like that stuff was done pretty well.
And also vehicles being shown, moving shit. There's a chase scene, which for me at least looks kind of weird. Feel like it's not dynamic enough.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you on that. Yeah,
and some weird artistic choice with the I'd say the scooters, where they're like completely pristine.
Yeah.
When parts are scarce, but then again, I guess if you're like a biker dude, you will take care of your stuff. But like considering the circumstances, I don't think it would be like that pristine. It'd be like well kept. Like if you think about the episode 1 Star Wars racer pod races, those are I think well kept, but they were still like rustic and shit. Aesthetically
we can talk
wise.
a bit more about that in the spoiler zone, but yeah, I guess I can see where that comes from. Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's about it. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about audio and music.
So it's nothing that we're not familiar with. I noticed for the first time this episode, the theme getting stuck with me. That the theme I finally building familiarity with it, and me feeling like, oh yeah, this is actually a pretty cool theme. So it just takes a bit of time, I guess.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I thought it was just as good as the other episodes.
I agree. I think it's time then for the spoiler zone.
Let's do it.
Spoiler zone.
Go for an awkward spoiler zone today.
Timestamp on the top.
Screen. Yes, sir.
We'll start off by let's talk about I guess the flashbacks because that was in the start of the episode. Yeah. So Boba post being initiated.
I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay, continue.
Post being initiated, he goes into Mos Espa to negotiate with the Pikes, yeah.
Yo.
About the payment to be received by the Tuscan protections. But then they're like, yo, the funny biker dudes be like, ha 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 ha, no, we protect the desert. Who are the biker dudes again?
Just a gang.
They have a name.
Also, they might have said they had a name. The Pikes referred to them as like the gang that like also forces the Pikes to pay tax.
No. Okay. So we have the biker gang. And then Boba was like, all right, I'll fix the problem, so you'll have to pay to the Tuscans. Then he comes back home. Then them Tuscans dead, man.
Fucking hell.
And the
So
remains
sad.
are tagged
Yeah.
with the biker gang logo. So Boba was like, oh shit. And he's sad.
Hmm.
And then he does a Tuscan, what do you call it? Cremation.
Cremation, sort of like funeral in a sense.
And his funeral. He burned them bodies.
I think that one thing to note though, we didn't see the body of like the female Tuscan warrior.
So she
We also-
might have survived.
I don't think we necessarily saw the body of the child. It was implied that the child died when he threw the child's stick onto the fire. But also in the episode, we saw he had a different stick. So who knows? Maybe they're still alive.
Damn. Yes.
But yeah, sadness.
Crazy stuff, man. Wonder what happens next. Will he go for revenge?
Hmm.
We'll have to see in the next flashback.
Yes, we shall.
And then Boba woke up from the flashback by being thrown on the ground.
He did. Black Chrysanthemum.
Yes.
And Boba had to fight in his undies.
Because if y'all remember from last episode, Boba's like, yo, I'm gonna keep my place. Y'all just fuck off. And the Hutt twins are like, hey, okay.
Sleep lightly, bounty hunter.
Yes. So they sent in the big Wookiee boy to beat him up.
Oh yeah.
So we had a fight scene with everyone beating on Mr. Wookiee Man, including
Oh yeah, and also Boba gets help from some punk rebels.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And half cyborg punk rebel kids.
So yeah, before that, Boba was what do you call it? Tasked with the task by Waterman to be like, yo, get rid of them kids stealing my water. And he's like, okay. Then he goes there and he asks the kids, yo, why you stealing the water? They're like, cause this water ain't free. He's like, that's fair. All right. Y'all kids come with me.
In a very diluted and maybe not accurate, but we'll stick with it.
Yeah,
I don't remember the
basically,
exact
the
details,
water
but
dude's
yeah,
like
basically.
jacking up the price because he's the water man. And it's about that cash, you know. When other people are poor and there's no jobs around.
Yeah.
So he's creating a monopoly, you get me? And you know when you play Monopoly and you win and you have the most moolah, but everyone else is poor? Because that's the game of capitalism. Did you know the game Monopoly was made to warn of the dangers of capitalism?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalism dangers. Oh
Yes.
boy.
So Monopoly,
Whole lot of shit.
Monopoly in real life is also real in fictional works. So the kids are like, we don't have a job, yeah? And Bo was like, you need a job? Work for me. Join the family.
He's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Boba's pretty cool.
That shows that Boba is a fair man. He listens to both sides. Yeah, of the story, you get me?
Yes. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
My water bottle's empty. I should get some more water later.
Going back to Boba being beaten up in his undies. Mr. Wookie Man comes in. He fights Boba.
He does.
Throws him around the room.
He does.
Breaks his foot thumb.
Oh yeah, it also showed how like Boba went for his like tech first, and then that was like nope.
Yeah.
Chrysanthemum throws that away, and then Boba goes back, good old reliable the gaffy stick.
And that
Tusken
helped him
strong.
defend himself.
Yes.
He stabbed him up for a bit.
Cool. He did.
And then the kids come running in. The mini biker gang. Throwing their gadgets and gizmos at him because they cyborgs or whatnot.
Yep.
Then the pigs have a go.
Kind of cool.
They
Also,
squealing.
no. Sorry, I was going to say that like with just from Eric Voss, I don't come up with anything on my own. I really should start. But it seems like Boba's like picking up like the loners or like the rejected people in society.
Yeah.
Because society be society. And
that's
so
what I said.
he says, I want to rule with respect.
Did we watch the episode together? I don't remember.
I believe so.
I might have said that myself.
Or not.
Or I said that in some manner.
Yeah, folks. Mr. Zephyros came up with that first. It's not Eric
Yes.
Ross.
I didn't watch wait, I think I did watch the video, but I thought a bit before I watched the video.
I see.
There you go. Zephyros original. Yeah, he's picking up the outcasts. Oh, what I said was like, this is how we're gonna fight the other factions in the city. The established faction. He's gonna pick up the low life faction, the low life peoples, and build up his own faction. You get me?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's
how he get the respect.
I look forward to that. Yeah. I'll also note that I guess Black Chrysanthemum now is also sort of a loner. It's not working for anyone anymore. So perhaps he become a friend? So
Mr. Chrysanthemum gets beaten by getting thrown down the pit. Yeah, the pit.
And then he's like, and then the twins come in and they're like, we'll fuck off now. And then Boba says to Black Chrysanthemum, well, I have no use for now. You can go fuck off now, but respectfully.
Then he's like, what? You're not gonna sail me?
Yeah.
So he just kind of runs off.
Yeah, he just kind of runs off. Black Chrysanthemum might become a friend, might become part of the
crew, the Boba
fight.
Fett,
the crew,
family,
the Boba crew. Boba crew is just what Boba tea shops call their employees.
Oh damn! Yeah.
I don't know that as a fact. I just said that as a lame joke.
Yes, maybe you should start doing that in your own Boba franchise enterprise.
I for certain don't have that sort of business experience, but you can lend me a few business tips.
Sonny's Boba Shack. How does that sound?
Sounds great. You know the video where the guy's like, I'll put crack in their hot dogs?
I don't know that video.
Okay. Some
sounds
white
amusing.
Guy being like, I'll put crack in their hot dogs.
Oh, dang.
But yes.
But this time you put crack in the boba. So they keep coming back for more. It's a business tactic.
Yeah. Maybe in editing, do an overlay of just like that video, just with a light opacity over the video with the audio in the background. And so you can show people the video. I put crack in their hot dogs. That was shit accent. I can't do like a New York accent. I think that guy had like a New York accent.
You should watch The Godfather again, man.
Oh,
Watch
I
Godfather
should.
2. Put
Yeah,
crack in their hot dog.
probably, yeah.
Hot dogs.
Hot
Yeah.
dogs. I don't care anymore. It's drifting to
hot
Australian. I'm gonna
dogs.
stop embarrassing myself.
I can't really do a New York accent too well, but I can say,
Mm.
watch where you're walking. It. That's a thing. New York.
Forget
thing.
about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Anyway, after that, we see the Rancor.
Rancor, yes.
We get a free Rancor.
Boba gets gifted a Rancor.
As a, I guess, a peace treaty, kind of.
Kind of. They the twins don't necessarily say that they reject all claims to Jabba's land. They just dance around that topic when Boba asks for it. So they're probably still like hee schemy, but now Boba has a Rancor, and now Boba's like, I want to ride it.
And then the Rancor dude, what's his job? Rancor person.
Wrangler?
Wrangler's like, hey, yo, I guess you can do that. But you got to know it. You have to get to know it first. So they were like, yo, he blinded. So when he opened up his eyes, he see you and be like, hey, you're friendly. And be friends. So Bob was like, hey, this is a cute pet. I pet it.
Yeah.
But then a distraction came up. And that was the Mr. Mayor man be missing or some shit. Or what was he doing?
Went off somewhere. Yeah, I was like out of town for biz. It was like he's gonna be busy for a week or 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, so they wanna complain to the mayor. Like, but the mayor people said he ain't here. He ain't available. And they're like, he has to be available.
Like, the guy was like, he's not available, but he was literally not there at all in the first place.
Yeah, so to get that information, they had to chase out Mr. Secretary man, because he was like, So the mini biker gang helped out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say to your point before about their scooters looking out of place on Tatooine. I mean, I can kind of get it that they want to separate it. It's like a new age sort of teen punk rebel kind of, and so they I guess they were like, because if it's the idea that they're sort of like new age, new tech, they want to separate themselves from society.
But the other thing is like,
it's also Tatooine, so.
And they're supposed to be jobless, have no money, bro. So how do they afford these brand new?
Stealing the parts.
Maybe, yeah.
Nah, who knows? It's a
bit of
it's an odd topic, this one. Yeah. So
they have a chase scene, and I'll talk about my complaint about the chase scene here. Is if you look on how the scooters move and shit, they're like slow and also like very stationary compared to the surroundings.
True.
And yeah, they're supposed to be hovering and shit, but they are. But they still look and act like they're on wheels, because they're probably on wheels in real life, but they just removed it post, right? So there's no like bounce to it. or like the physics around it don't look right.
I think so.
Yeah, so those are my complaints.
Fair enough.
Anything else here you want to mention?
Not really. I guess the final thing we can just talk about, I guess, is just the idea that where it's setting up like a war with the Pikes, because like we saw a bunch of Pikes come to town, and then Fennec Shan's like, we gotta get ready for war. Or did Boba say that? Did Fennec Shan say that? I forget. But they were like, we gotta prepare for war. It's war, baby.
Time for war.
So yeah, I still think the Pike Syndicate isn't the ultimate bad. I think there's an ultimate bad behind the bad.
No. Well, even the Syndicate has a boss, right?
I think so. Yeah, like what was her name? Kiran.
Yeah.
Yep. That, and then I don't know much else about the Star Wars universe, so that's that.
Righto. Verdict time?
Let's do it.
Welcome back, everyone who skipped. It's time for the verdicts. This episode was an alright one. We get some new stuff introduced, some new plot points. Things are heating up. I like it. Not as extravagant as the last one, but still a pretty good one. I'm giving this a 7.
I honestly just don't really have any thoughts on this. It was just like pretty average. I'll say nothing really like really popped off at me. So I think I will agree with a 7.
Alright. With that being said, tell us what you think in the comment sections below. And we'll see you in the next episode. After the lens.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.